What up? And welcome to another episode of From the Script to the Screen. What up? And welcome back to another episode of From the Script to the Screen. Now, my hero edition, you guys already know, season 6 is back. This is episode 5 of the season. As always, I wanted to let y'all know what we're going over. We're on volume 28 of the season, covering chapters. You get the numbers right. Going over chapters 271, 2, and 3 of the manga, volume 28, like I just showed ya. Now, getting into it, this episode was a lot of action. Some of the things are, like I said before, starting to rear its head. But one of the themes carrying on from one of the episodes I mentioned back before that I always enjoy is that in this season we are going to see a lot of moments of the kids shining. You know, that's one of the things I enjoy. I love the fact that these kids, even though they're not a lot is expected of them, they always seem to rise to the occasion. And we see that off with Tokoyama starting off the episode. We know that he has a connection, a bond with Hawks, and he's somebody that he looks at as a mentor. So, again, spoilers, talking about the episode. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out first. We see that he feels like Hawks is in trouble. He remembers a conversation that they had, remembering that Hawks is weak to fire. Sees that there's fire in a certain location of the mansion and decides to go. One of my favorite panels this week, we see that Tokoyama was able to jump in and save Hawks from really going under some serious damage. He was seriously damaged, but I guess we could say some life-threatening damage. Even though he's still, up against it, he was able to get there in the nick of time. And like I said, that's why I enjoy the kid so much. We know that this is somewhere where he shouldn't be. He's up against somebody who's way more experienced in battle with their quirk and Dabi. So it's not necessarily something he should do. Dabi's very strong with fire, so it's something that fire is also a weakness to him. So he's trying to just get Hawks out of there and basically evacuate. And something that was interesting to me is that we see how Dabi tried to, kind of paint the heroes in a certain light. Again, spoilers, but we know that Twice is no longer with us. Hawks took care of him, took him out the picture, felt like he was the biggest threat to the heroes. And one thing that Dabi, tried to make Tokoyama present or aware of was the fact that he felt heroes aren't always what they claim to be, knowing that they get their hands dirty too. So it's something to think about. I would love to know what y'all think about it. Now, this panel, in my opinion, was where everything kind of got flipped on its head. This was the start of everything, where it all goes bad. The name of the episode was The Thrill of Destruction. We know that these bad guys are what I say are one of a kind. They do like destruction. They're people that have become villains for their own reasons. And we see here how much, again, like I said, in my opinion, this is where everything starts off. And we see how much Shigaraki has increased in power. Something that's very interesting to me that the heroes didn't know, but we're aware of because of the My Villain Academia arc, is the fact that Shigaraki now has more control over his dust quirk, and the fact that he was able to turn into dust things that are connected, not just necessarily things that he's touching himself physically. So that's something that the heroes were not aware of at all. And we see Shigaraki basically turn up as soon as he wakes up and turns everything into dust. Every single thing. He goes crazy. And like I said, man, I've been wanting to say it, but it's not good. It's not good. And we see the doctor he's very happy about things because, like he said, the heroes were winning until Shigaraki woke up. And something that I do want to pose a question to the community is, was X-Less, I'm pretty sure that's the name of the hero, responsible for waking up Shigaraki? Because he blew up the machine, assuming the machine could help Shigaraki. Then we see electricity occur after that explosion. Was he responsible for Shigaraki waking up? I don't know. I would love to get some clarification for that. But last but not least, my last favorite panel, because the boy is up. The man of terror himself. And like I said, one of my favorite panels. As always, shout out to Horikoshi. Excuse me if I'm butchering the last name. Shout out to the studio, man. Did a great job to me of animating this scene. Also, setting the tone. The music plays a big part of everything, and just the atmosphere that they've set. Very menacing scene with I call him Gigan for short. I know it's Gigan. I call him Gigan for short. Giga. The big boy in the basement. We saw again Tokoyama, bringing him back full circle. Run into him in the beginning of last week's episode, but he was something that Dark Shadow was scared of, and now we see that he's up and motivated to do something. So we'll see what happens next week, man. But dope episode to me. As always, shout out to my hero. Shout out to the studio. They've been killing it. And we'll see what happens next week, man. Thank y'all for checking it out. Peace.